Greetings, family. You are once again welcome to the Nation's Uncle TV on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Let me use this opportunity to appreciate you, to acknowledge your effort, your support to this community. There are so many communities on these social platforms, but you choosing the Nation's Uncle TV as a subscriber, as a viewer, as somebody who shares and like our posts. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. We urge you to continue supporting this platform as this platform have decided to serve you the truth and the realistic truth across our continent, our country. Thank you so much. Today's episode, we just had the news that it is now official. The Sahel group are out of ECOWAS, Economic of West African States, ECOWAS. You and I, we are all aware that ever since these military revolutionary guys took over power from their various countries, talk of Burkina, led by Ibrahim Traore, Niger, Mali. Ever since these revolutionary guys took power from their previous civilian government, they've decided to change a lot of narrative. And in fact, you and I, you are all aware that they've decided to go the wayward. They've decided, to choose the other side of the ordinary narrative. They've decided now to be responsible to build their country. They've decided now to be responsible in any aspect of the life of their citizens. They are going to be in charge. They are not going to just be in positions. They are not just going to be in offices. They are not just going to be in various, powers or offices, just be there, for being their sake. No. They are just serious and want to make an impact and repeat some of the narrative our forefathers wanted to build. Talk of Thomas Sankara, from the Burkina. Talk of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Talk of Julius Nyerere. Talk of our freedom fighters. And these, our leaders of today, led by our military leaders who have taken charge, respectfully, who are in various positions, they want to replicate what our four freedom fighters started that have fallen. They want to now take the mantle and then make sure that they put their countries, their respective countries, back on this track. And in that case, they've decided to take some bold decisions that majority of the West African states or West African leaders, I call them puppets, majority of them won't be happy and are not happy. But as the saying goes that, in fact, bold decisions are difficult to take, but at times you have to make those bold decisions to save yourself, to save your life. Honestly speaking, you and I, we are all aware that ECOWAS has been in existence for so many years now, and it's obviously the ECOWAS becoming a toothless dog. ECOWAS just becoming a toothless dog, a group of leaders that are not bold enough, that don't know their left and right, just being there for being their sake. You and I, the youth of this continent, this part of the continent, Africa, the West African country, you and I will attest to it that when it comes to taking bold decisions, taking bold actions, this group called ECOWAS, we are not seeing anything reasonable, anything, actively coming from their anger. And for that matter, these leaders that are now deciding to go the other side, choosing the other narrative to make a positive impact in their countries, have decided to exit from these puppet groups so that they can be in charge and then associate themselves with the right alliance that are ready to help them build their countries, not with alliance that will be milking them. That will be just milking them and won't be ready to help them build their countries. I will be posting a video here, maybe in a few days coming, that explains deep how the impact ever since Ibrahim Traore took over Burkina, security-wise, how, positive impact he has made in securing and protecting the people of Burkina that are being disturbed with terrorists for so many years at the supervision of civilian rule, their previous government, that are all in this ECOWAS toothless dog, that are all in this, that have refused to take bold actions to help secure them, protect them from these terrorist groups that have been disturbing them all these years. But within the shortest possible time, ever since Ibrahim Traore took over, with the help of a new alliance, China, oh my goodness, I'll be posting this video, or I'll be putting this video out there in the few days coming, and you will be shocked. And I mean, you ask yourself that, really? So what was those that were in power, what was they, what were they doing? Just being in power for being in power sake. Within the shortest possible time that Ibrahim Traore took over, with the help of China, helping them, assisting them with a lot of security tools, they are now securing and protecting the people and getting rid of these terrorist groups. So if you are a leader, you will sit down and ask yourself, why should I associate myself with this group that have been in existence for all this while, whilst my people are being tortured, being killed, my people are being, terrorists disturbing my people? Why should I still associate myself with this group that are not ready to take bold actions to protect my land, my people? No. And for that matter, I will exit. You know, they use this term democracy and as a camouflage for us to position puppets in various offices, in various states. They use the term democracy for us to elect puppets, for those puppets to be serving their masters at the top there, just being in office for being there sick. But these military guys, that I don't classify them as military guys anymore. I classify them as real and revolutionary leaders. These guys have sat down and have realized that for all these years, the so-called democracy, the so-called civilian government, they haven't helped us. And for that matter, they have to take charge. So they've come together. They form alliance, calling themselves SAHEL. That contains Burkina, Mali, and Niger. They form alliance, and now they want to deal with a different form of aligning themselves so that if something good can come from that side. You know, we all know this statement that you can't repeat the same thing and expect different results. If you are in life, if you are governing, leading a country, you apply or you put in measures. Keep on repeating the same measures. Keep on repeating the same strategy. Keep on repeating the same, thing and expecting different results. No. For all these years, majority of these ECOWAS countries have aligned themselves with the West and America. And you could see clearly that there isn't that significant development. There isn't that significant improvement of the life of the people, of the development of the countries, their nations. There isn't that much. These guys will just be will just be mingling around, beating around the bush. When you are in a critical state, critical condition, you need a serious intervention. These West will just be mingling around, trying to, I don't know how to the English word to use, trying to just play along as if they are helping you. Meanwhile, realistically, the problem still remains. Talk of security issues, talk of health issues, talk of industrialization issues, talk of economical issues, economical challenges. These Western Americans have proven over the years that they are not ready to help us do that. They are not ready to, boldly help you, elevate you from these challenges, these atrocities. So as a reasonable being, you ask yourself that, should I be in this ECOWAS for just being there sick, or should I be there because there is something serious, united or coming together? We are helping ourselves boldly, making bold decisions, supporting ourselves, building something. Should I just be there for being there sick, or we are getting something from being there? And you and I, we are all aware that for all these years that Burkina and Niger and Mali, being led by the civilian government. For all these years they've been in this ECOWAS, one of their topmost challenges, which happens to be terrorist attacks, has been worsening day in, day out, has been increasing day in, day out. France claims to be helping them, to be intervening, but the situation keeps worsening. But with the shortest possible time that the military, the Traore and the others took over from the civilian government, with the help of, aligning themselves with, or coming together with China, or aligning themselves with Russia and China, significantly, clearly, they've helped them, or they've assisted them with a lot of ammunition, tools. And I have a video that I've already said that I'll be posting. You could see clearly how now Burkina is getting rid of terrorists. So you ask yourself, why should I be in this ECOWAS? Why should I be there? There is no mean, or there is no use of being there, because these guys are just guys that prefer to be in suits and be speaking fluent English, and just be going to seminars and then giving speeches, and then after speeches after speech after speech after nothing good coming out, just being there sick. Today you see them gathering here, delivering speeches upon speeches, speaking sweet English. After the English, nothing happens. Today you see them being invited to America. Tomorrow you see them being invited to France. The next day you see them being invited to UK, being invited all along with their suit. They will just go and take pictures. The main problem that the people are facing, the main condition that is worsening up in their countries, keep on worsening up, but they will be in flight up and down. Gaddafi has never been happy with this group. No serious leader who wants a real development for his nation will continue being in a group that does not yield, or that doesn't come up with anything bold, anything better, anything proper, actions to help his or her country. No. So for me, I agree with the Sahel, the Burkinas, Nigers, the Malis. I agree with them for exiting ECOWAS, coming together, and then deciding to associate themselves with the BRICS, or Russia and China. Yes, because it is clearly that for all these years, the West and America are only interested in their resources, but they are not interested to help them, elevate them security-wisely, industrial. They are not ready to help them do that. But within the shortest possible time that they started associating themselves with China and Russia, look at what is going on in Burkina. Now, Burkina is economically now setting the foundation to build up. Now, Burkina is now setting up a whole different structures that will help the country develop at the fastest pace. Now, go to Burkina and see. Ibrahim Traore is setting up the industrial foundations, the industrialization, the factories. He's setting it up. Now they have agriculture. In terms of agriculture, now with the help of the Russia and the China, they are now getting the equipment, the materials to do proper agriculture, and not just to do the agriculture for doing its sake, setting up the industrial plant to brand, or to make sure that they turn the raw materials into finished goods and then send it out. And by so doing, economically, they will be elevated from where they are. Talk of Mali and then Niger as well, they are also in that same line. Now, most of their resources that were being carried and taken out of their country just because the country is in agreement with this West and America by their so-called civilian rule. Ever since they took over, they've put a stop to all this mining and these resources being taken away from the country. Now they've nationalized all these mining concessions and these minings, and now the gold or the resources are coming direct to the state. If you don't agree with this, you have to explain and then convince me at the comment section with your reasons why they shouldn't do that. Africa, it's been far too long. We start taking some bold decisions that will help us develop at the fastest pace, because We've been left behind. Look at what Donald Trump is doing. With the shortest possible time, Donald Trump assumed office. Now, Donald Trump is cleaning up the mess in his country. As you can see, Donald Trump is seriously sanitizing his country and deporting a whole lot of immigrants. The reality is the continent that is going to be affected most is Africa. So why can't we build our own home and for our people to feel comfortable here? And for all these years, our civilian so-called democracy leaderships have been applying the same format, which has not been producing any positive, significant development, but they keep on repeating the same thing. But I'm happy the Sahel group are now deciding to take a bold step, change their alliance, now associate themselves with Russia and China, and they themselves coming together to form Sahel and make sure that they lead and leave a legacy and all in the benefit of the people of their respective countries. Honestly speaking, I am so happy and I'm proud of their decision. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you support their exit? Let me know your thoughts. And let me know where you are watching me from. Thank you so much for your time. See you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share your opinion at the comment section. Thank you so much. My name is Ofaya the Nation. I could see you in my next episode. Piao.
Follow us on Facebook, Ofayal, the nation's uncle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Nation's Uncle TV. Follow us on TikTok, The Nation's Uncle. The Nation's Uncle gives you the raw truth. Thanks for watching.